Hello, hello. Welcome to today's workshop. We're going to be talking all about our beautiful skin that covers the whole body, beautiful hair, and nails. Don't mind my nails. My daughter did them recently, and I haven't had a chance to take off the nail polish. But so let's dive. Well, let me introduce myself. So I am Mallory Riess. I am a spiritual vitalist. So I am all about bringing the spirituality into the physical body, how to take care of this physical body in a vitalist way. So what that means is that I am about educating you on how your body works and what's going to cleanse and nourish the body so that it can operate at its most optimum level. And then, like I said, I bring in this spirituality. So we're not only talking about physicality. In this specific class, we're going to be talking more about the physical body and what we can do to support the physical body. But in a lot of my other classes and workshops, if you look me up, you can find me pretty much on any social media platform at Mallory Riess or at mallory.riess. And I am just here to really help to not only work from the physical body, but work from the emotional body, the spiritual body, the mental body, all the bodies. Okay, so let's get going. Let me share my screen. All right. Okay, here we go. So hair, skin, and nails. Let's dive in. Let's talk physically about our hair, skin, and nails and what we can do to support and nourish our hair, skin, and nails more than anything from the inside out. I have other classes that you can look up that we talk more about topically, how to support them. But this class is specifically about supporting your hair, skin, and nails from the inside out. So the hair, skin, and nails is actually a whole system of the body. And, you know, the body is all interconnected. That is another thing of me being a spiritual vitalist is we talk about the interconnectivity of the physical body itself and its different systems, as well as bringing in the connectivity of the emotional body, the mental body, the spiritual body, all that stuff. So today we're going to be going inside gosh, help me. You don't have to be a scientist to do any of this because I can barely pronounce the words that I'm trying to say. Integumentary system. Say that 5 times fast. Okay, so I'm curious, drop in the comment down below if you have any hair, skin, and nails issues that you're facing. I would love to start a dialogue around that. That's one of the reasons why when I create these classes and you opt in to take them, they're totally free. I literally do them because my sacral center says, yes, you need to just put this out there. But I want to create a safe space and a container that I am able to regulate as well to keep everyone safe and loving, because that's a big thing in my world. So if you have any issues that you're facing with your skin, hair, and nails, and whether you've been doing work on them or not, if you've been trying different things and you're really struggling, please drop them down in the comments. Let's start a dialogue. I would love to answer those for you to the best that I know. I don't know everything. I know quite a lot. There's a lot going on up here in this open head center of mine. If you are familiar with human design, you will hear me use some of those terms a lot. But you will I know a lot. I love to research. I'm also a 5-1, again, if you're familiar with human design. So researching and being the heretic is my thing. But like I said, please, in drop your comments if you've been having any skin, hair, and nail issues, and we would love to dive deeper into those specifically for you. I can always offer suggestions on places to start. Again, this class is specifically about the physical. We're talking all physical and what we can do to support it physically. Maybe in the future, I'll have another class where we also bring in the emotional side and the mental side and the spiritual side, where we can look through those. I think I have a fly buzzing around somewhere on my desk. I can hear it. I don't know if you guys can hear it. You will also, every once in a while, kind of see me glancing down, just referring to my notes. I can go off on tangents like I already have, talking about human design. So I'm trying to make this short and sweet. That is a struggle of mine. So I apologize, but you never know what's going to come out of this open throat center. And there's usually lots of wisdom there. Okay, so welcome. I am super stoked that you are taking the time out of your day, listening to this, watching this, because we're going to talk about a huge fundamental system of our bodies and how we can support them. So we often look at our skin, hair, and nails and think that we need to support it more on the surface, right? How many different body products have you used? How many different, topical things have you tried to do? And totally supporting your skin, hair, and nails from the surface is fabulous, but that's not where you're going to see fundamental basic results. That's not where it all starts. It all starts on the inside. Supporting all starts on the inside. That is mentally on your inside, your thought process about everything. That is emotionally on the inside, how you process and work with your emotions. And finally, that's like physically on the inside, what we are internally putting into our bodies. So you're going to get hit with a lot of information today. So just, be aware you have access to this for life, so you can come back to it anytime. And you will absorb what you are meant to absorb, and whatever you don't absorb this time around, no stress. You don't have to have a note and paper to take in. And I actually have some bonuses at the end for you. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more. So like I said, all of our systems of our body work with each other. Nothing is separate. It is all interrelated. So what we are putting on the inside of the body matters just as much as what we are putting on topically. And we need to cleanse and nourish. So here is the big thing. Hang on, let me just check my notes, because sometimes I get ahead of myself. So our bodies have four primary elimination pathways. It is our colon, our digestive system is one, which includes, it's our digestive system, and then our liver plays a role. Most of us are pretty well aware that the liver is a major detoxification organ for the body. The kidneys and the urinary tract system are another major detoxification pathway. It's an elimination pathway. That's how I like to put it, an elimination pathway. The respiratory system is another elimination pathway. When you're coughing and sneezing and all that, you're trying to get stuff out. We do not want to stop that. So very often when you are seeing skin issues like psoriasis, eczema, whatever else, like allergic reactions, it's an indication that the body may be plugged up in different ways. So maybe your digestive system is not operating at its maximum. You are not eliminating through the digestive system as efficiently as you should be, and it's getting backed up, which is then causing the liver and the kidneys to get backed up. And then what happens is, so often when those systems get backed up, the other way out is either through the respiratory system. So you may be having respiratory issues, or the skin. Very, very often it's the skin. So making sure that we are nourishing and cleansing our bodies properly will give us the healthiest skin you will ever experience. Believe me, I know. I used to have tons and tons of acne, even like into my adult life. I struggled with acne, and it was when I started really learning and shifting some of my lifestyle choices that my acne started to clear up. And it was both topically. I changed my makeup. I use a phenomenal makeup now. And I also started taking care of my insides with a lot of the products I'm going to talk to you about. Okay. And different like skincare regimes and everything. And a lot of what I use, I'm going to just say it right now, is Young Living. I am a Young Living brand partner. I love Young Living among other things. There's many things that I advocate for, but Young Living truly changed my life. And when their skincare line launched, it was like completely life-changing because my skin finally cleared up by using clean products and taking care of my insides. Okay, so let's talk more about our skin. So, so our skin is multi-layered, right? It's not just one layer. It is the largest organ in our body. When I'm talking about the skin, I'm also talking about our nails and our hair, okay? So it is the largest organ in our body, and it literally forms a physical barrier. Let me switch it to the next thing. I forget to switch slides. Okay, so I'm sorry, now I lost track. Okay, so it is literally our protective barrier against the world. And our skin is so intelligent. What's interesting is that when the skin is not opened, when there's no cuts or abrasions on it, when it's in healthy standing, it's actually a great defense against viruses and bacteria that we don't want. It is one, that's me as a spiritual vitalist. I do my best to help people learn how to heal themselves again from the inside out in many different ways, to where we're not cutting open the skin. We're not doing very invasive things, right? Because when we start to open up the skin, we are more susceptible to bad viruses. Our natural microbiome that keeps us very healthy is very good at fighting off the bad bacteria that we don't want and those viruses that we don't want. They will not let that enter in through our skin. On the flip side, our skin is very porous. It will take things in. So when it comes to like live viruses and bacteria, it knows how to deal with those. Chemicals in our everyday products, it doesn't always know what's good and what's bad for us, so it will absorb that. Another great thing is it's really good at absorbing, like it's very absorbing. It'll absorb nutrition. So as you listen to more of my stuff, I'll talk about fermentations and poultices that I use in my herbal remedies and support, where we'll put those on the skin and the skin will quickly absorb all those herbs and be super happy because they're so nourishing and healing and supporting. Okay, so what is this? What are the different layers? So we have the epidermis. So the epidermis is the, is the very top layer of our skin that we can see and feel. And then we have the dermis, which is the layer below that, that contains our blood and our lymph vessels, our nerves, our sweat glands, and our hair follicles. Okay, and then we have the hypodermis. This is the connective tissue that provides additional cushion and our insulation through fat storage. It also connects the top layers of the skin to the underlying structure, like the muscles and the organs. So this is literally our connective tissue. All right. Okay. And then we have the epidermis, which grows its roots deep into the dermis. It mainly serves to protect the skin. and increases our sensory function, aids in regulating body temperature, and also can help. It has a filtering ability for like harmful pesticides and different chemicals that we may come in contact with. Because like what I always say is we can control what we use in our homes, what we bring in our homes, but when we go out into the world, we don't have control over that. So we can do, the best thing that we can do is give our body all the good nutrition and the tools and everything that it needs to be able to, be strong, be a strong shield out there. Because, we can't live in a bubble. We have to live in the world, enjoy life. It's an adventure. Okay. So the nails, let's move on to the nails. So the nails form layers, are layers of keratin that are formed, right, on the fingers and our toes. And they actually, it's funny, they're not just there to paint. If you like to paint your nails, they actually form a function of protecting our fingertips. So that's what our nails are for. We're no longer, sometimes we like to, they can be a defense mechanism, but hopefully not. But they're really there to help protect our fingers, because our fingers are actually pretty sensitive, as I'm sure you're well aware, and it really sucks when we cut our fingertips because it hinders our ability to do whatever we do in normal everyday life. So it gives us a little protective layer. That's why they're there, in case you were ever wondering. Okay, it also, it can help us do a little more fine motor skills and all that good stuff. Okay, so that's the basics. That's like super, super general, super, super broad, just basic level, what that system is and all the different parts of it. Okay, so let's move on. Let's go with the bad news first. Let's talk about things to do your best to avoid. Okay. Again, we are all human, and I am not here to harp on you. I am not here to guilt trip you. I am just here to inform you so that you can then make your decisions and maybe make small shifts along the way. All right. That's the biggest thing, is we start where we're at. We have an idea of where we want to go. As you get more clarity, you'll refine that. But then it comes down to, okay, what little steps can I take to get there? Inspired action. What feels right for you? Always follow your inner authority. Again, if you've followed, like if you're familiar with human design, follow your inner authority. Okay, so a big thing that I am super guilty of. So if you are too, don't feel super bad. Sugar. Sugar is super hard. Sugar is just hard on the body in general. And this goes for sugar, like cane sugar, not sugar so much from fruits and vegetables and all that good stuff. But I'm talking about like sugar or sugar alternatives. Okay, so it can damage the collagen and elastin our body naturally produces and cause inflammation. So that's how it affects specifically the skin. The sugar affects us in many different ways, but that's one way. So another big one is inflammatory foods. So these are pretty much any processed food. If it had to be processed or in any way, if it's not like from the earth, from the ground, it's going to naturally be a little more inflammatory to the body. So just something to keep in mind. But like the slide says, processed foods, meats, alcohol, high amounts of alcohol, candy, soda, refined grains, all that good stuff. I'm sure you have an idea. And each one of us is a little bit differently. So again, following your inner authority, because something that can be like a nightshade vegetable that can be super inflammatory for one person can be fine for another. So there's always some wiggle room. Never take any of this as hard and fast. Start playing around with some of this and figure out what's true for you. Okay, a big one, especially us that face here in the Western world, stress, which can lead to candida overgrowth and a weakened immune system, which takes a toll on the body. So, for me, the biggest way that I've learned to manage stress is actually following my human design energy blueprint. If you'd like more information on that, please leave it down in the comments. I can give you direction on where to find more information about human design if that's piquing your interest. Okay, so it can lead to candida overgrowth, a weakened immune system. If you're not sure what candida is, it's when it's an overgrowth, it's harmful yeast in the body that really can start messing up the digestive system and the rest of the body more. So lots of stress. Another great thing is like yoga, meditation, learning to have a little more trust and faith in the universe and how that evolves and how your life evolves, making correct decisions for yourself. Okay. Number 4, medications and antibiotics. So, you know, I'm not a big proponent of medications. I truly believe that when you learn how to work with your body in all the different ways, energetically, physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, you can get off a lot of medications, but it takes work and diligence. And not all of us have that. And sometimes we have, you know, and if you're on medications now, again, no guilt tripping here. It is what it is. As you learn more and you can make more correct decisions for yourself, a lot of the time you can heal what those medications are for, so that you no longer are relying on this Band-Aid, but you can have actual deep, true healing. So antibiotics is another big one. Antibiotics are very, very overused in our Western medical system. It's kind of a one fix all that doesn't really fix much of anything. There are, to me, very few cases where an antibiotic is actually needed. And here's the thing, it causes lots of digestive and hormonal imbalances. It can be very taxing and on the detoxification organs, the medications and the antibiotics. They're very hard on the body. There is a time and place for them. I always say, you know, there's a time and place for Western medicine. And if you have a defined spleen, you are able to handle Western medicines, medications and antibiotics better than someone with like an undefined spleen. So another thing to keep in mind. Okay, and then toxic products. So these are toxic products just in general. Skincare products, household cleaning products, this product, that product. This is where you learn to be ingredient savvy. And if you would like a link to my list of ingredients to be aware of, again, you can leave that in the comments and I will make sure me or my team is able to send you that resource or like give you the link to that resource. Okay, let's move on. The good news, what you can control and what you can do to improve your skin, hair, and nails. Remember, you have so much in your power and I'm really here to empower you. So the first one, adopting an anti-inflammatory diet. Later on, I'm going to talk about bonuses and I will have a list, kind of like a general broad list of good anti-inflammatory foods and more inflammatory foods to kind of be aware of. So adopting an anti-inflammatory diet, figuring out what brings more inflammation in your body and doing your best to stay away from those things. Consuming antioxidants. Number 2, consuming antioxidants. So getting as many antioxidants into the body as possible. So this is your berries, you know, strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, blah, 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 all the berries. Berries are great. I love berries. Another great thing is Young Living has a drink called Ningxia Red, and it's something that I drink on the daily. It's great for energizing in general, but it is a powerhouse antioxidant. We love that. So, and many different ways, again, in that download that you'll have, you can download that and kind of look up other things, but consuming as many antioxidants as possible is key. So choosing healthy fats and nutrient dense food is super important. So healthy fats are, you know, again, not from processed food, like your natural fats, like natural fats from fish oils and your avocado and from fats from nuts and seeds and all that good stuff. So that's another big one. Okay, number 4 is supporting your gut. We're going to talk about a couple supplements to do this in a little bit, but again, supporting your digestive system. If you are not pooping at least once Optimally, you should be pooping as often as you eat a day. You know, every time a chunk of like a meal goes in, you know, something should be going out. Maybe not immediately right after, but somewhere in there. But pooping at least once a day, and with ease. Also, pooping with ease is a big one. Okay. Supporting. So again, we're going to talk about a couple things. I have a whole class that if you would like the link to that I can provide that for you. So leave a comment below, and I can give you a link to my whole digestive health class. Okay, drinking enough water. Who is guilty of not drinking enough water? Even me. Yes. Ooh. So we should optimally roughly be drinking about half our body weight in ounces of water. So let's say you weigh 140 pounds, you should be drinking about 70 ounces of water a day. All right. And this can be, when I'm talking water, I'm talking more water. Maybe there's a few supplements you mix in, like I'll mix in water with my Ningxia Red because it's a concentrated drink, or I'll mix water in with my collagen that I'm going to talk about in a little bit. But getting as much actual water in your body is really important. Okay, supporting your detoxification pathways. So I'm going to have a whole class on this, on explaining the different elimination pathways in the body. Again, that is through the digestive system, the liver, the urinary tract system that includes the kidneys, the respiratory system, and your skin. All right. So being mindful of how much sunlight you get. Now, here's the thing. Sun has gotten a bad rap, which it shouldn't, because it's a great, great thing. We love the sun. We would not have life on this planet as it is if it was not for the sun. But so getting a healthy dose of sunlight every day is super important, especially me as a direct light person. So at least, 10 to 15 minutes of unexposed, on the skin is great. If you know you're going to be out in the sun for longer periods of time, being mindful, wearing a hat or wearing long sleeves, like the UV protection sleeve things. I don't really have any of those, to be honest, but I know they're out there. A hat is like my go-to. Young Living makes an awesome sunscreen called, it's a mineral sunscreen. Again, I'll have a whole class on that too, but these are all amazing things. Okay, working on your stress levels, learning what you need to do for yourself to reduce your stress levels, to have more trust and faith in life, in the universe, and that you will be provided for when need be. 9, choosing non-toxic products. It's a huge passion of mine. Again, I have that download that I can send you. So just leave a comment for the Dirty Dozen. I think I call it like the Dirty Dozen download or something like that. And then implementing quality supplements. So after we've done all this supplementation, I do a lot of supplementation, but remember, that's not like the whole point here. That's not the key. The key is to do your best to start shifting your lifestyle to a more naturally healthy life, to where you don't really need as many supplements. Because optimally, at the end of the day, you're not going to be dependent on supplements, but sometimes we need some supplements to get us there. Okay. Went too far. Okay, so let's start talking about our supplements. So these, let me go through my notes here, because I did all of that just without having to refer to them. Okay, so let's dive into some of my favorite skin supporting supplements, where we support the skin and hair and nails from the inside out. So sulfurzyme is the first one. So sulfurzyme is a wolfberry supplement, which is that Ningxia that I was talking about. It's also called a goji berry, but it's specifically from the Ningxia region of China, where one of Young Living's partner farms is, and MSM. So sulfurzyme supports joint health, aids in the immune system, and helps support normal metabolic function, circulation, bone, hair, and skin health. It contains Ningxia wolfberry and MSM, which both support this whole system that we are talking about. So, okay. So what I love about this is it also contains antioxidants in it because it has the wolfberry. Remember when I was talking about Ningxia Red, which is made from these Ningxia wolfberries, they are super, super high in antioxidants. If you would like more information about Ningxia and you would like to check out my Ningxia class, leave a comment below. We can send you the link for that. But so it really supports, so MSM is back up, going too far. So the wolfberry really supports the body in gives the body more antioxidants. All right. So and antioxidants, basically they help to stop the oxidative. Wow, I hope you know what word I'm trying to spit out because my brain and my mouth are not connecting right now. Oxidation of the body, all right? So that's why we love antioxidants. We're antioxidant, stopping the oxidation. So that's what the wolfberry does. What the MSM does is it is a dietary sulfur, and our bodies need sulfur to, hang on. Excuse me. Our bodies need sulfur to produce all the cells that we have. We have lots of cells, right? So we need all that good sulfur, and this is a natural sulfur. Now, one thing I'd like to touch on is, so if you are allergic to, what is my mom allergic to? Oh gosh, I lost the word. It's not sulfate. So sulfate is something that you will find in a lot of body care products that we don't want. That's a synthetic version of sulfur. So sulfur is the natural thing that is in the environment. And then we have dietary sulfur. And then we also have like sulfur that like is coming out of Yellowstone that we don't really want either. That's too much for us. We want a good dietary sulfur. So, and it encourages a healthy inflammatory response. Wow. And it also supports the natural collagen and keratin production and protein production, helping to turn amino acids into protein so that our body can use it in whatever way it needs to, depending on the cell. Okay. For your healthy skin, hair, and nails. I'm sorry. I am like, my brain is, I'm reading further down than where I'm at. So I apologize. Like I said, I'm trying to stay on task here. Okay. So the recommended dosage. So this sulfurzyme actually comes in two different ways from Young Living. It comes in a capsule. So if you're more of a capsule person, that's your jam. So you can put it in a capsule and you take, not put it in a capsule, it's already in a capsule. And you take 2 capsules 2 times per day. Now, here's the thing. This is why I love more natural health, natural herbs, natural remedies, natural supplements. You have the ability and the empowerment to figure out what works for you. All right. So you kind of figure out, okay, 4 capsules a day isn't enough. I'm going to up that. Or I feel like I'm going to try and back it off and see how I'm at. And you kind of figure out that perfect amount for your body. And as your body comes into more balance and comes into more natural health, you may have to, again, adjust that. Okay. So there's that. Okay, so that's sulfurzyme. Oh, and it also comes in a powder. I forgot to mention this. So sulfurzyme also comes in a powder where you can just mix it in with your water. It's super tasty. It has a nice little natural sweetness to it. So if you're more prone to natural sweet, that might be your jam. If you can mix it in with your smoothie, you can mix it in with your daily Ningxia, all that good stuff. Okay, let's talk about, this is at the time of this recording, a newer product with Young Living and something that I know everyone has been waiting to come on the market, but Inner Beauty Collagen. So this is another amazing product that Young Living has. This is a powder, and you can pour it right into your water. It is tasteless, it is odorless, so you can add it to water, you can add it to your juice, you can add it to your smoothie, you can add it to whatever. The possibilities are endless. So what's great about collagen is it helps to reduce the look of wrinkles in as little as 3 weeks. So if you like continually take this every 3 weeks, not every 3 weeks, every day for 3 weeks, you will notice a difference. So please take it before and after and tag me on your social media. It improves the skin smoothness and elasticity, including that which happens after UV damage. So if you already have some existing UV damage, this is a great product for you. So it naturally supports healthy skin, hair, and nails. Go figure, since that's the class we're doing. And there's no dairy, no gluten, no added sugars, fillers, flavors, or colors. So what's cool is so what sets this collagen apart than other collagens that you can get on the market is that this collagen is actually made, it's a marine collagen. It's a type 1 marine collagen that is incredibly bioavailable and absorbs best by the skin. So what does that mean? Type 1 marine collagen, what's the difference? So most collagens on the market use a bovine collagen. So collagen from a cow, right? So, and that bovine collagen is great for the joints. So if you need extra joint support, it's awesome, awesome, awesome for the joints. Again, the sulfurzyme I just talked about is also great for the joints. And Young Living has another product that is incredible for the joints as well. But let's back to collagen. So the collagen is type 1 marine collagen. So that what that actually targets and is what the skin is, the skin, hair, and nails. Type 1 marine collagen is specifically for the skin, hair, and nails. Those parts of the body are able to use that collagen more effectively than they are bovine collagen. So, and not only that, but it's Young Living. They use sustainably sourced marine collagen. Young Living always cares about the environment. That is one of the big things that Gary Young instilled in the company's values when he founded the company. Gary was a farmer, so taking care of the earth, and he was a farmer that truly loved and valued Mother Earth. So always practices and sourcing our ingredients that are sustainable, that are going to add to the natural economy of whatever area that we're doing, that we're sourcing them from, making sure that we're making the lowest impact on Mother Earth because she takes care of us. We need to take care of her. Okay. So, and type 1 collagen makes up more than 75% of the collagen in our bodies. Like I said, the type 2 bovine collagen, it targets more of our joints and joint health, whereas the type 1, 75%, we have way more skin, hair, and nails than we do joints in our body. So there you go. So Inner Beauty collagen, awesome, awesome stuff. Okay, as I said before, digestive health is key for skin health. We have to make sure that our digestive system is operating optimally so that we are excreting all the toxins and all the waste that our body doesn't need with ease, and that will help our skin to glow. So as I'm sure you are aware of, taking care, one of the biggest ways that you can take care of your digestive health is making sure to take a probiotic. Now, again, there's tons and tons of probiotics on the market. So what makes Young Living's probiotic any different? So this probiotic has more than 17 billion live cultures in one teeny tiny capsule. It has 9 different beneficial bacteria strains. Many do not have up to 9. We have hundreds of different types of bacterial strains in our gut that helps our gut do its thing. So Young Living has one of the more diverse strains in their tiny little capsule. So there's 9 different strains, and it's a great way to support your digestive health. When we have good microflora in the body, it creates the body to have more life. We have an internal microbiome. It helps to keep all of, like leaky gut at bay and all those things that can like eat through your digestive system and create holes and create lots of problems. So this probiotic is literally life. That's why it's called Life 9. Life. It's life and it has 9 strains. It helps create a great, healthy environment in the digestive system, which again, if your digestive system's out of whack, you will probably see other issues in the body, or if you're not seeing those yet and you don't get under control, you will shortly see those. So taking care of the digestive system is key. Another great one that I don't have on these slides are digestive enzymes. Enzymes aren't talked about as much as probiotics are, but they help. So, probiotics help to keep the gut in a healthy function. Digestive enzymes are what actually allow us to break down the food properly and absorb those nutrients in the food. So if we don't have enough enzymes in our digestive system, we could be eating the healthiest diet on the planet, but pooping it all out because our body's not able to uptake all of those nutrients. So there's that. Okay, so let's make sure that you can get the best deal. If this sounds good, I hope if nothing else, you've gained some more understanding and knowledge of, lifestyle shifts and choices that you can make in this program, from this class. And, if these supplements sound like, if you're ready to get oily with me and you're ready to learn more and dive deeper and get more of my resources and have one-on-one time with me, then becoming a member with me on my Oily Love team, that is our team name, Oily Love Team, woohoo! Because we love our oils, we love healthy living, we love taking care of all the layers of our being. And if you would like to get your hands on these supplements and learn more about essential oils and more ways to kind of help support your body energetically, physically, mentally, and emotionally, spiritually, all the ways. When you grab these products, you can get access to me, access to all the additional stuff that I have in our Oily Love Team vault. And then also you can, I want to make sure that you're always going to get the best deal. So with Young Living, you can just follow my referral code. And you can, I'll have these bundles set up. So underneath, down below, you will see links to these bundles. So I will have a bundle with Sulfurzyme, with Inner Beauty Collagen, with Life 9, with Ningxia. I'm going to have pretty much everything that I have spoke about. I will have a bundle created for, and then you can pick and choose what products seem to fit for you. Again, follow your inner authority. What is right for you? And then, so when you become a member of mine or a customer of mine, then you will get access to all my good stuff. And then on top of that, if you spend 100 PV, so in Young Living's a global company. We are in more than 40 markets and serve over 200 and ship to over 200 countries. So when you, so Young Living has what's called PV, which means like points value. So it's kind of like, think of it as their currency since we're in so many different global markets. And so when you spend over 100 PV, and you'll see most of the time since we were founded here in the US, the PV amount and the dollar amount are usually the same. I would say about 90% of the time. There are a few occasions when the dollar amount's a little bit more. But when you spend 100 PV or more, you will unlock a 24% off discount. What? And then, so you'll see that price drop drastically. And then you will automatically get to be a customer of mine for a year. So, and as long as you place 100 PV order every year, you will remain a customer of mine, get access to all of my goodies that I offer my team. Another way is you can earn loyalty rewards. And how you do that is if you place a 50 PV or more order each month, you can rack up reward points. So you can start off with 10 points and increase it, and it'll actually jump up after 3 months, it'll jump up to 20% back. And after, 24 months, so 25 months and on, you can get up to 25% back in points that you can then spend on, again, 90% of the products, a whole ton of the products you can use to buy points on. Actually, recently, I just cashed in my points and I got like $375 worth of product for free. I love when I can do that. Okay, so that's that. Again, links will be below, description explaining all that will be below. Let's talk about the extra bonuses that you will get that you can, again, download. So I knew I threw a lot of information out at you. So I have 3 little PDFs for you on 10 ways to improve your skin, hair, and nails. So it kind of gives you a breakdown. It goes through each of those 10 ways that I briefly talked about, giving you some more like tips and tricks. And I do include Young Living products on there if you want to learn more about that. Okay, when you get your supplements, I have a 30-day supplement tracker. So the biggest way to know if a supplement is working for you or not is to use it for 30 days. Using it once or twice is not going to do it. You need to use it for at least 30 days. And then usually, it's funny, when we feel good, we don't notice that we're feeling good. We're just going about life like, When we feel like crap, we usually really notice we feel like crap. So often when you're on a supplement and it's really working well for you, you won't even notice. You'll be like, I don't know. Like some people really notice and they're like, oh my gosh, I feel so much better. Other people, like, they're just like, oh, like, I don't notice any difference. So, and then they get off, then they stop using the supplement and they're like, oh, why do I feel like more tired? Or why is like my skin more crunchy? Or why, like the different things. So I include these little supplement trackers for when you get your supplements to where you can just keep track of them as you use for 30 days. And once you have that all filled out, you can kind of keep notes and kind of keep documentation on how well it worked for you or not. So, okay, I'm going to keep getting that. Or you know what, I'm going to try something else. All right, so that's all I have for you. I'm going to stop sharing. Okay, so that is all I have for you today. Again, leave comments with any questions, comments, concerns, whatever you have. If you want more links to something that I had mentioned in today's class, please leave them down below and me or my team will make sure to get those to you. All right. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to watch this or listen to this, whatever you're doing. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.